Hello everyone. I just want to, this is our Lab 2, beginning of Lab 2, and this is a little prep work that I would like to talk to you about before we get started on the on Lab 2. For Lab 2, if you read my instructions that I have provided here, I've sent this revised document to you. This is there's going to be 7 problems here that I am looking at, problem on page 114 through page 120 of the 6th edition of the D.S. Malik book that you have. If you have an older version, your page number will be off, and so please follow my instruction precisely what I'm asking for. That first lab I'm grading a lot of folks, and some of you are not following my direction what I'm asking for. Here's what I would like for you to do, please. If you look at my screen, I will ask you to create a directory called exactly what I have, same case, uppercase, lowercase. Some of you are still not following this, and I have 120 students every semester, so please help me to have this properly named. Again, you will have a folder called Lab 2 underscore your first initial and your last name, full last name like I have. Underneath it, I would like for you to create a subdirectory for me called this chap 2 underscore number 3, since the one this is not the one that's in your lab, and I would like for you to create 3 of these, 7 of these. I'm sorry, 7 of these directories that you're about to do for each one of these problems. So if you can please do this, what I am about to do is to go in and basically create 7 directories with you, and each one of these are chapter 2 underscore, let's say the number of the problem that I asked you to do is number 4, 5, 7. So this is going to be number 7, and this one's going to be number 5. You understand? So it's going to be 7 of these subdirectories all belong to the parent directory of Lab 2 with your first initial and your last name. Now, if you did that properly, this is what it would look like. Okay, so I'm going to go in, do my first directory is Lab 2 underscore your first initial, your full last name for that, and then have a subdirectory called that is called Lab chapter 2 underscore number 3 in this case, and you would actually do with the other ones too as well, but for now let me just do a couple of them so you would see. This is where you would need to store all of your projects and your screenshots for the for the lab. Alright, and by the end of the day or end of the week, right before this is due, sometime, you're welcome to upload anytime earlier, but this is due Wednesday, September the 18th. Alright, so at midnight. So you have from now to then, but I highly recommend you to finish early. I gave you plenty of time to do these problems with it. I'm going to try and help you as much as possible this next week or with it, but I'm not going to give up the code as we do this. So follow along if you could for me. And the other thing about each one of these directory, when you point your project inside of this directory, let's say I'm going to do number 3 for you, there's going to be the actual project, and the other file I need for you to store in here is the screenshot, the Word document that's going to be stored in here. So somewhere in here you would take a screenshot of the output. Okay, .docx for me. Okay, and you would put that in there, and so I know this is your screenshot of your program. All right. So every one of these folders will have a screenshot of the actual project. So this is what's going to look like when we're done. Okay, so this is just a preamble work that I'm talking to you about to prepare for the for Lab 2. I'm going to stop right here.